Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? So, I'm doing this from my MacBook today because my iPod is acting up. So, we are going to talk about Love and Hip Hop Season 7, episode, I believe it's episode 4. So, let's get right into it. Shooter, he was hurt because his son had lost his life to gun violence. And, it's messed up. They did seem like, I looked at some pictures online, they seemed like they were, well, I don't know how close they were, but I seen pictures with them together. They look more like they could have been brothers than father and son. I guess because he had him at a young age, or maybe just because Shooter doesn't necessarily dress or act like an older person per se. And so, yeah, that's really something that's really getting to him right now. Kurt, he finally met with Jasmine and they met at his lawyer's office so they can kind of talk. And it was actually like pretty much like a civilized kind of conversation that they have, which was cool. She asked him why is it that he's missing in his son's life. He's already missed a whole year. He's about to be 2 years old. She says that she no longer has a relationship with Rod because that whole situation, like Rod was very controlling. Well, she didn't say controlling, but she said he was very jealous and it wasn't really a healthy relationship. And I'm like, yeah, duh, like that's no way for the child to grow up. Like you need to get yourself together before you can have that type of threesome relationship. Like that's mad confusing. And it's sad because that's something, if he was to look back at the old videos or whatever, that's something that he's going to always have to see. Like, I don't know if she did it for the fame, to try to have like this crazy relationship to bring her in there or what it was, but I don't know. It was just doing the most. I guess she's grown. So yeah, now he kind of tells her that he doesn't really want her to pop up at Raashida's place anymore, like her shop. Tio talking about she wants to make amends, she wants to apologize, but he's like, that's not really the way to do it, to pop up at her shop. Like, first of all, like, you're the reason kind of why they're not, I mean, nah, I'm not even going to say she's the reason why they're not together anymore, because at the end of the day, he been a scumbucket. But that kind of solidified the whole everything, like just kind of falling apart. Is like, okay, and you think that she's just gonna be like, oh my god, girl, give me a hug, we're both baby mamas for the same guy, like that's nobody's gonna be happy about that. They're not gonna welcome you with open arms. So that type of thing probably takes a few years, if anything, for her to be okay with probably even meeting the son and just to be okay with the whole entire situation. And on top of that, you're taking money out of their pockets, because he got to pay his child support, which is money he could have been providing for the household or for his other kids that he got. So, yeah. Karlie Redd, she's with Sean Garrett, like we said before, and I'm just like, how long is this storyline gonna last? I don't know, like, she always got a new dude. I got like mad frogs in my throat. She always got like a new dude. That's number one. And on top of that, she always, I don't know, like she always doing something to mess it up. It's like she cheating or doing something. And then she wonder why her relationships don't go nowhere. So she does have situations going on with her dad who she didn't really have relations with. Now he's sick and it's like he summoned her. And it's like, she kind of feels like, why me out of all people? You wasn't even there for me and you want me to look after you? That's crazy. It's crazy how stuff kind of falls into play like that sometimes. Like somebody was never there for you. Now that they don't have anybody else, now they want you to help them, But I think she seems like she's going to do the right thing, and help him out even though he wasn't really there for her. So we get introduced to this new dude named Bootchy and his girl named Keely. I don't know. Like, to me, they're kind of boring. I'm not really feeling them too much. Or Botchy. He's a promoter. She's his girl. She does, like, a whole bunch of other stuff. I forgot what she does. I think, like, PR work and stuff like that. She's a close friend of Shooter as well. The way she was talking, she was, like, mad. I don't know. Like, she almost seemed like she liked Shooter in a sense. She's supposed to be like his closest female friend, But she got this Bootchy dude or whatever. But then she's also trying to hook him up with one of her friends. But the way she was talking, I don't know. It was just kind of giving me funny vibes. Like, if I was her dude, I'm like, why are you so thirsty to get him with a girl? So she's all totally against Sierra. Sierra wasn't there for him. Like, they have issues going on. It's only but so much she can do and feel comfortable about doing it, you know? Yeah, there's been a tragedy, but there's also a lot of tension between them. You can't ignore that and just kind of like be totally fake. Well, not everybody's okay or able to do that. So Kurt, he meets up with Raashida and he kind of tells her what he's talked to Jasmine about and how he kind of like set some boundaries and laid down the law, let her know that she can't be popping up like that and it's just not the right time to do that. And the great thing about Raashida is that regardless of all this, she's not one of those people like, no, you can't see. I mean, regardless, that would look like super stupid. Like you're trying to hold somebody away from their other child. She's supportive of him seeing his child and being an influence in their lives because she says that he's a good dad and he definitely does what he has to do as far as being a father. So she wants him to be there. She's like, she don't know if she can be comfortable in doing that. That's not really something that she's okay with. But for him, like, definitely wants him to do what he got to do. He tries to, like, do the right thing and get, like, a workout contract for her. But she's just, like, not feeling that. She's like, you got to talk to me about these things. Like, don't just go throwing me into stuff without talking to me. So I got to look it over and see if that's something that I actually want to do. He call himself doing a surprise. Like, yeah, it's all about getting money, but still, like, you can't just be, oh, I got this for you. Now you're committed to it. Like, what? Tommy, she meets with her mother, and her mother wants her to, no, they kind of talk about the whole situation with her and her sister Versace and how they can kind of move forward from that. And her mother, she wants them to do like a family portrait. She's like, one of the things that she needs from Versace is an apology. So fast forward, she comes in to this family portrait session that they was having. It was like a 70s theme. She comes stone drunk with freaking a little bottle of liquor in her hand. Who knows how many she was drinking before she came in there. She was mad turned up and just acting crazy, like trying to go off on her sister again. I'm just like, how y'all supposed to get anywhere if every time she tries to talk to you, y'all always having problems? Like, yeah, her sister said she apologized, but she also wanted an apology from her. And she just instantly snapped, like, you know, like calling her from one name to the other. And what makes you, I would never give you an apology. So I'm like, you expect a lot from people, but you not trying to give anything back in return. You know, at the end of the day, it's like kind of like a compromise. But for her, it's like once you offend her in any way, like from what it sounds like, she was beating up her sister and her sister or somebody called the cops. How you mad because, like, what was you supposed to do? Kill her? You know what I'm saying? Like, she said she was mad bloody by her job or whatever, if I remember the story correctly. And somebody called the cops. She didn't necessarily call them. She didn't necessarily, like, go the extra mile. But it happened. And she mad about that. I mean, I don't care if you're my sister, my mom, whoever. If you're trying to kill me and the cops are coming to arrest you, take her away. Like, out of here. Nah, but I remember a long time ago some situation happened like that, and I ain't let them take the person, so I don't know. But the person I am now, I would, but not back in those days. I guess I was soft, you know. So yeah, Tommy, she was just like, oh, this is an ambush. I'm out, and just like cursing up a storm, and she's like, I'm not putting on that goofy outfit. And she was just out after that, like just making a big ruckus. And then it looked like she went to fight her mother, like, oh, you was never there for us. I'm like, why is that even coming up right now? Like, that don't have anything to do with anything. Like, at the end of the day, she's trying to make a change. She's like, oh, I'm the one who had to take care of her. You ain't give us nothing. I'm just like, damn, like, she ain't never gonna let that go. Like, anytime there's an argument, she gonna bring up stuff from the past. So it's like, even if she moves forward, anytime something bad happens, you could tell she gonna always move back. I seen some scene with Just Brittany, but she was like performing or whatever. She ain't really feeling. We already know, so we'll see what happens next week. It wasn't really too interesting for me. I just kind of like breezed past that part. The main parts that I saw was pretty much those. Let me see from last week if we had any like little shout outs. I think it was just like one or whatever. Oh, somebody asked that what was the song that Just Brittany was singing, if it was produced by Stevie J and Rick Ross. I'm not sure. I think it might have been. I think she mentioned something like that. But that's pretty much the episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you on the next one.